Top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. Ipadaji criticizes government at United Nations over marginalization of Afro-Guyanese. Why is ERC's chairman representing Africans at UN Forum? African groups picket governance minister's office. Ex-GCOM legal officer threatens to take commission to court if no apologies offered amid wrongful dismissal. And bandits invade Beefield Sophia family's home. Police still gathering intelligence on the robbery. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Travis Chase with the Tuesday, April 15 edition of the HGP Nightly News. We have what you need to know this evening. Tensions surfaced on the world stage as differing perspectives from Guyana were presented at the fourth session of the United Nations Permanent Forum on People of African Descent. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
While Minister of Labour Joseph Hamilton spoke of national progress and inclusion in Guyana, the chairman of the International Decade for People of African Descent Guyana, IPADG, Vincent Alexander, strongly rejected those claims, calling for global attention to the ongoing marginalization of Afro-Guyanese citizens in the country. Alexander, during his address at the fourth session of the United Nations Permanent Forum on People of African Descent, blasted Labour Minister Joseph Hamilton on the world stage, who at the opening of the event told the forum that amid rapid economic growth, the Guyana government has been taking decisive action to advance development and reduce poverty, geographic disparity, ethnic insecurities, and inequality in the country. Alexander called the minister's presentation to the forum, quote-unquote, hypocritical, telling world leaders that the same minister whose government is not taking any equitable actions to address the state of people of African descent.
The time for polite silence is over. We ask this forum to stand with us for justice, equality, and repair.
He stressed that the African Guyanese community has been systematically marginalized
through institutional and legal manipulations.
He added that after more than 20 years, the Human Rights Commission in Guyana is still to be constituted. He further stressed but in Guyana, it has done very little to repair the internal legacies of enslavement.
The government of Guyana, whilst vocally supporting reparations abroad, as was done here today, has not implemented a single dedicated national policy to repair the internal legacies of enslavement. Instead, African Guyanese are blamed for their circumstances, demeaned by public officials as lazy or unworthy.
Hours before Alexander addressed to the forum, Minister Hamilton addressed the gathering, stating that this session provides an opportunity to advance reparatory justice in the digital age, specifically to the development of Afro-Guyanese, and also noted that Guyanese within a multi-ethnic society remains a top priority for the government.
We have embarked on a transformative agenda which is rapidly changing the economic and physical infrastructure of the country. This is deliberately matched with initiatives that ensure greater inclusion and participation of all citizens.
Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Tiana. The Ethnic Relations Commission is mum about concerns raised by several African groups as to their choice of representative to speak at a UN forum on issues affecting African Guyanese. More details in this report. The unilateral decision by the Ethnic Relations Commission to select a sitting ERC representative from another ethnic community to attend the fourth session of the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent being held in New York is causing immense disquiet among African cultural groups in Guyana. That representative is director of the Central Islamic Organization of Guyana and the chairman of the Ethnic Relations Commission, Sheikh Muin ul Haq. As such, representatives of several African cultural groups picketed the office of the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance, Gail Teixeira. Elton McCrae of the African Cultural and Development Association questioned the selection and choice of this representative to such an important discourse on the affairs of African people.
Can't Africans represent themselves at these forums, or is it that ERC is going there to propagate government lies about what they are doing for the African community?
The African cultural groups demand that African Guyanese be given the opportunity to report on their issues, and all future delegations representing the ARC at the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent must reflect the ethnicity of the people who were the victims of the atrocities from slavery. Here is Penda Guyan of the Ghana Day Foundation and a member of IPADG.
And I feel that such a forum, we should be representing ourselves. We should not have anyone of another ethnicity representing us. If it were an issue that affected the Guyanese nation as a whole, that would have been acceptable.
Overall, the choice of the representative from the Ethnic Relations Commission this year has raised many questions, because in 2024, the ERC's delegation to the third session of the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent was led by an Indo-Guyanese, Mr. Nia Suban, who is the Indian representative on the ERC. At the 23rd session of the Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues in 2024, the ERC sent a delegation of 6 indigenous Guyanese. Royston Peters of the African Cultural Development Association believes that the ERC chairman is not properly informed on the issues affecting African Guyanese.
Mr. Hack or the ERC is not sufficiently aware of the issues that we have been fighting to correct in this country. So he's ill-prepared to represent any of us at the forum.
A spokesperson for the Ethnic Relations Commission did not immediately return calls to Nightly News, even though he promised to do so. He later said that he was busy at the time. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. A developing story now. Kurt De Silva, former legal counsel for the Guyana Elections Commission, has threatened to sue the commission's chairman and the chief elections officer if they do not retract and rectify what he calls the falsehoods that were dictated against him in 2 recent press releases from the commission. Antonio Day is on this story.
Citing the former legal counsel of GCOM, Curtis Silva's filings in the recent voter verification case, retired Justice Khaled Singh, the chairman of the Elections Commission, sided with the government-nominated commissioners in refusing to extend his contract as the commission's legal counsel. The Elections Commission defended its ruling, claiming that De Silva had violated his role as commission counsel by presenting fresh arguments that went against the chief election officer's sworn position in the most recent voter verification case. According to De Silva's 12-page letter to the GCOM chair, which Nightly News was able to view, the document was full of quote-unquote false and misleading statements regarding his legal submissions and professional conduct. The ex-GCOM attorney said he was surprised and disheartened to see such inaccuracies published with the approval of the commission, when the said body was fully apprised of his submissions in the case and never objected to the details in the document before they were tabled in court. And I quote, "You more than anyone are aware of the actual sequence of events and the lack of veracity in the allegations made. In fact, upon reading the press release, I reached out to you immediately to inquire if it originated from your office and to urge that it be retracted. I implore that it be replaced with a statement acknowledging the falsity of its contents. You even said to me that you would tell them to take it down. Unfortunately, no corrective actions have been taken." Unquote. The attorney said all of his pleadings and written submissions in the court matter were submitted to the chairman, the chief elections officer, and the commissioners long before they were presented in the case and before his job appraisal was concluded. He claimed that the information in his legal submissions could not have come as a surprise to GCOM because even prior to the case being filed, he had been informing the commission and the chairman about the problems with the electoral laws for several months. Recently, opposition nominee Charles Kerbin expressed distrust in the GCOM chairperson amid her partisan decisions.
The chairman made the first recommendation to renew the contract. 3 commissioners supported her. There were subsequent submissions by other commissioners.
Desmond Trotman has echoed similar sentiments.
The European Commission was brought up to date with matters that have been taking place in relation to advancing the electoral process, and the Commission members are unaware.
Meanwhile, Commissioner Vincent Alexander stated that he and other opposition nominee commissioners must now determine what course of action to pursue.
We are not finite as yet as to what action will be taken.
So you're not definitive if legal discourse would be afoot?
I don't know in the context of our legal architecture that an employment matter can be taken to court.
I'm Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Antonio, for your reporting. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we've got you. Save up to $50,000 on select fridges. Get a free grill or mixer with select stoves and more. Need to upgrade your home? Get smart TVs from as low as $32,999. Plus, shop today and pay later. And make your first payment in 30 days with Quartz Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends April 23, 2025.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc., powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
70% ethyl alcohol, Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer eliminates 99.99% of all germs and even moisturizes in the process, leaving your skin clean and hydrated. Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer. How do you stay clean?
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. Thanks for staying with us. Armed gunmen invaded the home of a Beefield Sophia family. A single shot was fired as the bandits escaped with the family's valuables. More details in this report. 5 members of a Beefield Sophia family were awakened at gunpoint by 2 bandits who invaded their home around 2:30 a.m. Monday and robbed them of a quantity of cash and other items. The victims have been identified as Rudara Jagnarale and his wife Vani Jagnarale and their 3 children.
2 bandits in the room, over we head, till we don't move, and I jump up and give them a shuffle, and the 2 run out. They empty all, before we woke up, they empty all the bags, and in the front room, same thing, back room, same thing.
According to a police report, the bandits entered the family's home through a bathroom window. Jagnarale said after a scuffle with the intruders, they fired a shot at him, but missed.
The one who he had a shuffle, he tell the next one shoot. And the next one, the one over there like 8 feet away, he fire a shot on me. And after that, I run, tell me wife pass the cutlass and call the cutlass round back and them escape.
Vani Jagnarale explained that it appeared that the bandits were in the house for some time because the rooms were ransacked and some packages were placed outside.
He tell me, let me don't keep nice or you gonna shoot me, you gonna kill me. So by the time he get up, my husband wake up, he turn here at the same time, and that is it. Then tumble up the whole place and search, and like they had a good time. Search, fine, yes.
The woman said the bandits took away all the money she had been saving for her pending application at the Ministry of Housing. She's distressed over the entire ordeal.
Right now, me a work for me children. Them me want to land, me want a house for me children. Them. So that what me been a work for, and now thief man come and gone with all.
Officers who visited the home carried out an extensive search of the immediate environs of the property area based on intelligence they gathered. However, they found no trace of the suspects. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. We tell you now that government officials, including Prime Minister Mark Phillips, visited Linden on Tuesday to assess the aftermath of a fire that broke out on April 9 at a sawmill in Amelia's ward. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
The visit focused on evaluating response efforts and reassuring residents that all resources are being mobilized to address the lingering smoke and health concerns. Following the sawmill fire, which erupted on April 9 in Amelia's ward, Prime Minister Mark Phillips, along with a team of experts, visited the area to assess the situation firsthand. Phillips said that the government will provide all necessary equipment and support to the Guyana Fire Service, the Civil Defense Commission, CDC, and private operators to contain the blaze while managing its effect to the immediate environs.
We've been able to contain the fire. What we're going to do now is to continue our efforts to suppress the smoke, because the smoke is affecting the people who live in proximity.
Director General of the Civil Defense Commission, CDC, Nazrul Hussain, explained that the fire was fueled by combustible material stored in the sawmill. While the flames have been brought under control, the team is now focused on managing the ongoing effects of the fire.
We're going to remain on the ground until this entire threat is resolved.
Director of the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, Kemraj Parsram, stated that EPA teams are actively monitoring air quality in affected areas and advising residents accordingly. He emphasized that the levels of carbon monoxide remain within safe limits.
We measure the concentration, and it is not exceeding the World Health Standards.
Minister of Public Works Juan Edgil, also present in Linden, praised the fire department's tireless work efforts since the fire broke out and assured residents that every possible action is being taken to alleviate the situation.
Just to assure all of Linden, there is nothing more that can be done that is not done.
Meanwhile, Station Officer Mark Smith reported that the fire has been significantly reduced and remains contained to the valley. He noted that smoke remains a concern and crews will continue soaking the area to minimize its impact on nearby communities. He confirmed that there is no risk of the fire spreading. Last week, Minister of Home Affairs Robson Ben visited the scene and urged nearby sawmill operators to temporarily cease operations as a safety precaution. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
You need to know that persons who applied for house lots by December 31 of 2024 are expected to receive a house lot by July of 2025. This announcement was made by the Minister of Housing. Daisy Richards will tell you more.
Speaking at the Dream Realized Housing Drive 2025 in Region 3, Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell announced that applicants who submitted their land applications by December 31st of 2024 will receive house lots by July 2025.
We will allocate by July all pending applicants, or offer, I should say, because it's an offer, it's for you to accept. We will offer by July, end of July, all other pending applicants.
With concerns being raised about applications and allocations in Region 4, Minister Crowell pointed out that there was an overflow of applications in the region, highlighting the fact that District 4 has taken up 60% of land allocations in the country.
And the pending applicants for Region 4 is over 45,000. It takes on average about 5 house lots per acre land. So if you examine the pending applicants, you'll realize the Region 4 has the largest because it's the largest region.
The minister added that there has been land allocations in 12 new areas in Region 3 for the past 4 years.
We have about 130 lots yet to be shown
but the others can see their lot. And similarly, we're in a position where many of the persons have signed for the agreement of sale and their title.
At the event, Kroll distributed 700 certificates to previous allottees in District 3, with over 340 documents being handed over to the beneficiaries. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank you, Daisy. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Visit Gaffur's Tiles and Sanitary Ware Department for stunning designs and the best in wall and floor tiles for your kitchen, bathroom, outdoor, steps, living room, and more. The Tile Department also provides products to clean, polish, and protect your tiles. Tile trims to give your tile area a complete look. Tint sets for both porcelain and ceramic tiles, along with a variety of grout colors. Not forgetting tile paste to lay tiles on wood and concrete surfaces. Our line of products combine the ideal blend of style and innovation and meet the needs of every customer. We stock a vast variety of kitchen sinks, basins and faucets, toilets in a variety of colors and designs, along with every accessory to accentuate. Stylish double-mirrored bathroom cabinets, clear and frosted bathroom doors and enclosures. Remember, for secure customer services, superior quality and competitive prices, it's Gaffur's, the name you can trust.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we've got you. Save up to $50,000 on select fridges. Get a free grill or mixer with select stoves and more. Need to upgrade your home? Get smart TVs from as low as $32,999. Plus, shop today and pay later. And make your first payment in 30 days with Quartz Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer ends April 23, 2025.
You're watching the HGP Nightly News. Thanks for staying with us. Antonio Day will tell us now that with almost 2 years of setbacks, the completed Liliendal pump station on the east coast of Demerara is set to be commissioned during the Easter period, according to Minister of Agriculture, Zulfikar Mustafa.
The Liliendal pump station, which was completed earlier this year, is expected to be commissioned during the Easter period. This was according to Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa when he was contacted by Nightly News. He brusquely told this newscast that the pump station was supposed to be commissioned in February, but could not provide a reason for the delay. The completed project was done under the auspices of the Agriculture Sector Development Unit, ASDU, and was funded by a World Bank loan at a final cost of $1.4 billion. 2 state-of-the-art pumps, each with a capacity of 4.3 cubic meters per second, have been installed at the location. These pumps were independently tested and certified by SDG North America, a Florida-based auditing firm meeting all government specifications. A unique feature of the project work is the discharge pipes running beneath the Liliendal Public Road, a first in Guyana. General Engineering Supplies executed the construction as part of the broader Guyana Flood Risk Management Initiative. I am Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
With the police after 3 months on remand for a crime he claims he did not commit, Kellon King is now seeking justice after the case was dismissed early this month. You'll have the story from Daisy Richards.
Kellon King, who was involved in an accident in August of 2024, has been released from prison after 3 months on remand for a crime he says he never committed. King, who was remanded for allegedly stealing a gold chain, said the case has now been dismissed after the accuser never made one appearance in court.
There was a lie.
Within the confrontation, there was nothing of a robbery. Within we speaking to each other, exchanges of words, so he agreed to what we say. But still yet, he put in his allegation to the end.
The allegations came after the young man and his accuser were involved in an accident, and he believes the man purposely hit him off his motorcycle due to an altercation they had earlier that day.
I just feel an impact from behind. The said driver hit me down from behind. I flicked over. There is a nephew for the said car driver right into me with a motorcycle, straight into my left foot.
Kellon said following the accident, he received a royal runaround from the police and has never received a court date for an appearance before a magistrate.
I went back to Turkine Station on the 25th of December. I reached back with Sergeant, and when I went he word was to me that, yeah, I'm to come back. But the police that bring them out to that Turkine Station, that breakdown station, when he finished, they're going to call us and inform us.
King, a father who has been restricted from working due to his injuries, is calling for justice. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank you, Daisy. Your regional news is up next.
Turbo with a new look, new style, with the same great taste in the 250 ml can. Everybody run out now. Go and go grab one. Me charge up with a turbo 250 ml at your favorite spot. Wait, sell. New look, new can, same vibes. Jinxing, energize up your life. Vibes up, work time, anytime we are turn up the party with turbo can. Turbo can, turbo can, turbo can. Now available in the new 250 ml can. Turbo energy drink. Charge up today.
Interested in honoring or paying tribute to a loved one, or just making a loved one feel special? HGP TV offers you all that and more. Air your birthday greetings, death announcements, and wedding anniversaries on HGP TV today. HGP TV offers affordable prices, convenience, and great services. Call us on 220-3660 or email us at sales@hgptv.com.
Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. Former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro is focused on his recovery after undergoing more than 12 hours of surgery for an intestinal obstruction last Sunday. Bolsonaro, 70, said he will only be speaking to his family and a medical team for the moment to avoid any stimulus that could complicate his recovery. The hard-right leader underwent a 6th operation on Sunday as a result of a stab wound he suffered in 2018. He remains in the intensive care unit with no set date for release, according to his doctors. Bolsonaro was hospitalized on Friday after experiencing strong abdominal pains during an event with supporters in the northeastern Brazil, forcing him to break off a regional tour to drum up support ahead of the trial before the Supreme Court that could put him in prison. The Transitional Presidential Council, TPC, says it has approved $275,000 towards dealing with security crisis facing Haiti. It said that the funding represents the commitment of the state to act decisively with the criminal gangs that control most of the capital and are seeking to overthrow the government. In a statement, the government said that the quote-unquote war budget will help the police and the military to fight armed groups that threatened national stability. It said that nearly 20% of the funding will go towards fortifying the border with the Dominican Republic. The TPC statement also said funding will be provided for social programs as well as on education, health, and humanitarian assistance. Last week, the International Organization for Migration, IOM, said armed attacks in the past few weeks have displaced more than 30,000 people. It said the vast majority of them have remained in the department and together with other partners are providing assistance, including food, hygiene kits, safe water, and psychosocial support. The Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, will on Wednesday launch the Digital Literacy Program for Health Sector Personnel, a virtual initiative aimed at strengthening the digital skills of health workers across the Americas, including the Caribbean. It said the new initiative will be supporting efforts to improve access to and quality of care through the use of emerging technologies. PAHO said this initiative responds to the call made by the Ministers of Health on the Americas during PAHO's 59th Directing Council in 2021, urging the UN agency to promote health systems that are accessible, connected, ensuring no one is left behind in the digital era. It said, digitalization is transforming the way health information is managed and how care is delivered. But it acknowledged that gaps remain in the region regarding access to, use of, and understanding the digital health tools such as electronic health records, telemedicine's platform, mobile apps for patients monitoring, and epidemiological alert systems. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.
Ipadaji criticizes government at the United Nations over marginalization of Afro-Guyanese. Why is ERC's chairman representing Africans at the UN Forum? African groups picket governance minister's office. Ex-GCOM officer threatens to take commission to court if no apology is offered amid wrongful dismissal. And bandits invade Beefield Sophia family's home. Police still gathering intelligence on the robbery. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.